Hey guys. So today, for your asynchronous lesson on Monday, February 8th, we're going to look at a third strategy to try to find the main idea. We've looked at two other strategies so far. So the third one is maybe the most, well, I wouldn't say the most important, but very important. All right. Okay. So again, we always want to ask ourselves when we think about the main idea is what's the point, right? What's the point of the passage? What's the author's main point? We'll talk again. I'll bring this up more when we look at the next chapter, supporting details. But when you think about the umbrella, think about the umbrella part as being the main idea, and everything else falls under that. All right, so we've looked at the first two strategies already. Look for general versus specific ideas and use the topic to lead you to the main idea. And again, let me repeat: this should not be a case where you pick one of these strategies and try and find the main idea that way. You really should be using all three together to try and find it. All right, so we're looking at keywords, right? Keywords that help us to find the main idea. And we're going to call these keywords list words. List words. Here are some examples of list words. Several kinds or several ways of, three advantages of, various reasons for, several causes of, 5 steps, a number of effects, some factors, among the results, a series of. And you see how each of these have like kinds, advantages, reasons, causes, steps, effects. All of these have an S at the end, right? Because we call these list words because they signal that a list of some kind is coming. And in that case, if you really think about it, that means that sentence is the main idea. For instance, there are several ways to change a light bulb, right? Several means like more than 2, basically. So there are several ways to change a light bulb. If that was the first sentence of a passage, I would expect the rest of the passage to then list 3 to 4 different ways to change a light bulb, right? So that means that the sentence, there are several ways to change a light bulb, that's the most general sentence, and it has those list words in it. So the sentence with the list words is often the main idea. All right, so look at these sentences. These are just some examples of some main idea sentences. Each of these have list words in them, so I want you to try and figure them out. There are many ways to read a book in 2021. I see many ways, right? So then I would expect the rest of that passage to describe different ways in which to read a book. You can read a hardcover book, you can read a book online, or you can listen to a book on tape. Next one. Here are some disadvantages to virtual learning. Some disadvantages are your list words, right? Because then I would expect the rest of that sentence, the rest of that passage to then describe the sort of bad parts about virtual learning, like teachers and students not being able to see each other, having to rely on the internet, right? There are a lot of disadvantages, I would say, to what we're doing right now. The United States entered World War II for a variety of reasons. A variety of reasons, right? That means just like many different reasons. So I would expect the rest of that passage to then describe a bunch of reasons why the U.S. entered World War II, right? Next one, the scientific method occurs in a series of 6 stages. Series of 6 stages, right? And then I would expect the rest of that passage to describe and list the 6 different stages of the scientific method. And then last one, a combination of factors led to Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier in baseball. So a combination of factors. Factors just means like reasons. So a bunch of reasons led to Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier in baseball. So I would expect the rest of that passage to describe a few different reasons that, put him together, and they all sort of led to him being the first black man to play in Major League Baseball. Okay. If we look at this paragraph about the school bullies, and again, so I know it looks long and looks scary, and you definitely want to use your first two strategies, right? But right now, I just want you to focus on finding a sentence that has list words in them. When you find that sentence, you've found the main idea. Simple as that. So school bullies have been around as long as there have been schools. Studies reveal several reasons why some children become bullies. Research shows that a certain combination of size and personality may be one factor. Bigger, more aggressive children are more likely to try to dominate their smaller, quieter peers. Another factor linked to bullying is overexposure to violent TV programs. By the time the average American child is 10 years old, he or she has watched thousands of acts of violence, including assault and murder. Such exposure can lead to aggression and violence. Finally, exposure to real violence is a factor in bullying. Studies indicate that victims of bullies often turn into bullies themselves. Whether abused by family members or tormented by other kids, bullies typically learn their behavior from others. Look closely into the eyes of a bully, and you may be looking into the eyes of a former victim. So again, long paragraph, a bunch of details. We're just looking for a sentence that has list words in them. And I think it's sort of near the beginning, right? Studies reveal several reasons why some children become bullies. And our list words is several reasons, right? Several reasons. So that's the most general sentence. It has the list words in it. And then what followed in the rest of the passage were three different reasons why children become bullies: size and personality, exposure to TV violence, and exposure to real violence. All right, let's look at one more. Chicken is a popular holiday food in my family. Light arguments always arise because of it. Simply put, there are various opinions on how to cook chicken in my family. My mom likes to bake chicken. My grandmother prefers to grill the meat. My sister is the most unhealthy of us all. She swears by fried chicken. So again, we're just looking for the sentence that has list words in it. So it's probably, simply put, there are various opinions on how to cook chicken in my family. Various opinions, right? That's your list words. So main point, there are various opinions on how to cook chicken in my family, and then the list follows, right? The mom bakes chicken, the grandmother grills it, and the sister fries. So those are your three various opinions on how to cook chicken in my family, in your family. So it's pretty simple, right? If you find the sentence with the list words, you found the main idea. So please complete the list word exercise in Schoology in today's folder. Best of luck, and email me if you have any questions. Bye, guys.